Hey everyone, this is Will from Productions², and today we're here, rather tonight we're here, to just do a little bit of work on Space Crusade. I think, that's a highly emphasized think, that we may have done stuff for this already. Some recording, that is. Let's see. Let's see. However, no, that's all for, that's for, CI, I believe. And stupid Playclaw was recording Matroska files, so I have to convert those to AVIs so that bloody, Vegas can read them. God, that was such a stupid thing. There may be something, this might be something here for Space Crusade. Might be. Oh, actually, that's this file right now. We can see it actually recording as I speak. Okay, so we haven't done anything yet. So, for the past month and a half, well, I guess month and a third now, I've been working on kind of more of a release-oriented kind of work pattern, if you will, with SC as far as fixing bugs and in between build releases. So right now we're up to 0.5a version 0.5a build 3. I'm working on build 4 at the moment. 4 is going to be released on the 15th. Of this month, and what I've been doing most of this week is actually just, let me see where we're at with this. Yay, only 5 hours left of this damn skill. This thing's been running, this skill's been gone for about 2 hours, or 2 days and 13 hours now. Friggin' Eve's skill system is just totally crazy as far as the training times, but we got that going. Actually, no, it's probably, I guess it's not really affecting it too much. Look at the hash rate here. I'm hashing, mining Kitty coin at the moment, or Kitty, whatever it's called. Kitteh. I think it's Kitty coin. Just because it's a lot easier to mine than Dogecoin right now, and if I get enough of this, I can convert it to a crap ton of Dogecoin, or just keep it. But it's like really early in the lifespan of this crypto, so if you want to get into something that has some potential for making you money, go over to Kitty. If nothing else, you can get like a million meow and exchange it over to Dogecoin and make some money that way. As far as I remember, the current currency exchange rates were for 1,000 Doge is 2,600 meow, I believe, or 26,000 meow. Although that may or may not be accurate. When I converted some Doge over to Kitty, it was 7.9 Doge for about 1,115,000 meow. So however you want to do it, but yeah, it should be. If you can get if you can get 2 million meow, you can exchange all that over to Dogecoin and make a real killing on it. But I'm planning just to keep it just keep the meow for the moment. See if the price increases above what Doge is now. If it does, that's going to be some nice change. But for the moment, what I've been doing is debugging and since we got off track there. Debugging and fixing things and changing things around. I actually just made my first really gigantic, freaking huge change for the last couple of weeks now, which was to combine items, planetary defenses, planetary shields, and modules all into one group called equipment. So I had to go through and essentially rewrite a quarter of the code for the database stuff for data system, and then fix all the code that was reliant on that throughout the other files. So that was a really interesting thing. And then in the process, I found a bug in here that's causing weird damage range issues. But a lot of bugs have been fixed. Let's go to our issues page here. Only that are open. Search. Or rather closed. Damn it. I want it closed, not open. Yeah, there are no current bugs open right now. Alright. You know what? Screw that. It's actually better to go to the roadmap. Or maybe the planning. Either one, I suppose. I just know roadmap would be the one then, not planning. Yeah. So that's build 2. So we're on build 4 right now. So these are all the bugs that have been fixed so far in build 4. 22 so far. Clocking in a little under what we've done on these, but I still got a whole week to go. And plenty of time to cause and create new bugs. So what I was going to do with this build 4, was just make it a bug fixing build to get everything fixed and going. However, I'm going to be finishing in that portion of the goal probably this week, maybe even tonight. Depends on how much work I can get done while I'm recording. For build 5, what I had set up was just to have it be a kind of a a build where we just add new content and some new stuff. But I'm thinking is now is we'll do that, add that extra stuff in 4, and then we'll use 5 to debug it all and get it working properly. Because God knows I'll probably create another 30 bugs or something with what I'm adding. But what we're going to do is we're going to, tonight, while I'm recording, we're going to finish out the station menus, station options, and we're also going to be testing the storage system and seeing how that works. And then we're also going to be creating some things that are not in the game yet that should be, or that are supposed to be, like the casino for the station. And then we're going to add in some new content if all that's finished, or we may just add in new content anyway after I get tired of adding in the other stuff. So time for a breath. So what we're going to do now is let's close a lot of this crap down. I'll leave we'll leave those up since I'm still using that. That should be good. It's still going to take up a hell of a lot of space and memory, but whatever. Excuse me. So, what I'm going to do now is I want to do some testing real quick as far as this goes. Well, I want to do testing because there's something else extremely wrong going on in Planet Battles. I have no clue what's going on with it, but there's something that's seriously messed up. It may be related to the changes I made to the battle participation, what's it called? Battle participants vector in BA participants here. Because I had made some changes that corresponded to changes made up here of bugs that I found in the code here. In doing so, though, I have to change something because you'll see what happens when I'm talking about when it happens here. Because it's striking what's going on. I just want to show you what's happening first, and then we'll go into more about the why. I think I can continue. I don't think that's a major problem there. We're having some issues with this too for some reason. I don't think it'll be an issue now that I think I fixed the problem. Okay, so D-range high, D-range low. Let's see. We're gonna do a little bit of hacking, if you will, through this watch list here. So we're in defense. What I need to do is I need to go to game. I need to find the, here we go, this. And I want to go here and up to the planet creation. I just want to throw down a point, breakpoint there. And then we'll continue. Now see, look at this, it's Dragon Scale's shield. Now this is what was happening before. It's supposed to be the defense setup, but we're getting it loaded in with the, with stuff for, shields. And this is what I couldn't figure out what the hell is going on, and this is part of the problem, I believe. So what we need to do is we need to go to... Okay. That's right, that's, we're loading, not creating. So let's start a new game then. So we'll go with the Incursus. That's 6, we'll go with 6 on this one. 32 and 103. Alright, so I want to go ahead and just go through this a few times. Alright, so G planets dot size. Alright, 6. So G planets dot size or dot at let's go 1 dot pdef dot size. This is the hacking thing I mentioned. Okay, so now we're going to take this, and we're going to use this watch list while we're in the, the scope of G planets to see what the hell's going on with defenses here. pdef.at 0 dot that, and let's bring up all the information on it. So we've got the damage range, low, high. We've got the low and high on that. So this looks like this data might be properly being properly done here. Whereas the old save data was totally just frelled to hell and back. Or excuse me, frelled to Hesmana and back. Those are both cuss words from Farscape. I just got done watching the entire series. So I've been dropping in and out of swearing with Luxon and Hynerian and whatnot. Off and on. Alright, next bottle of water. So, let's go ahead and take this breakpoint out, and we'll just let it go. And we'll see what happens. Alright, so I want to go looking for a planet. So we're going to go to ModDB. Unknown, low level, no shields or defenses. So no. Let's try Bond. Oh hell no, too much stuff. So not enough and now too much. How about Zess? I guess that's how you would pronounce that. Bloody hell. Kulu. Let's see. Nope, same problem. How about Trog? Nope. Maxia Orcus. Okay, this is a good sign that before what was happening was that we had shield names, or rather defense names for shields too, but now that's fixed. So whatever the hell the problem was, we fixed it now. Again, no, because that stuff would blow the hell out of me. Boof. Nope. Let's try Vigru. Hell no. Is there even a planet I can go to? Okay, Gooba, let's see if you got... Nope, Gooba's too powerful. How about Lucundo? Oh, that should do fine. Just got a 1 shield and 1 defense. Well, that'll be enough to determine if things are going to go to hell or not again. So, what just happened? We hit a bloody memory out of range. So it's index out of range. Where the hell at? See, here's a good example of a thing where we just cause a problem. In Maine. That's interesting. So... PID 37 G planets. Oh wow, S planets. Ah, what the hell? Okay, so I did that wrong. So what we want to do is... Alright, let's see what the hell I've done here. Go to definition for this. To there, so you can see choose station. Got them loaded up there. Okay, so we want SID, not PID. PID gets set somewhere else, apparently, I guess. Let's see. So to go to this. Alright, so you choose one of the planets that has shown up in the S planets vector, which I guess I've just called planets here. And we'll return that. And what we're returning is the PID. So no, main is wrong then. We want to use G planets, not S planets. Same here, we use G stations. So let's go ahead and make a bug report for that. Alright, report initiated bug report. Let's see. Crash. Actually, be game menu, not main. Main's the very first menu that you choose to start a new game from, or load, or quit. The game in-game menu is going to be the game menu, in-game main menu. But let's see. After choosing a planet or station to go to, the game crashes. So, general, always, milestone will be 4. Priority, high, severity, critical. Submitted fix, 1 hour. File issue. Then we got, this is essentially the process I go through to create a new bug report every single time. It can get kind of annoying. 1 hour. Actually, I'll have to change the station back the way it was. It's just planned that had this problem. Stations, it's different because then you want to check to see if that station exists or not, and then create the station if it doesn't. So, what we're doing with planets is we're looking for an already existing planet that's been created already. Stations, we're actually creating the stations if they don't exist as we go. They have not yet been generated. So, this works two different ways. But I'll just leave it like it is right here. On the bug report here. It's half true. Manual resolve it. Now we gotta go do the bug report over here. Build 3, new bug number 89, fixed. At or on? At game menu. That just crashed. Alright, put that in there, and good to go. So, alright. Now that shouldn't be a problem now, so let's go, stop. Reload. We'll have to redo the, new game process here. Alright, we'll go ahead and save the data here. Okay, so now back to our thing here. That's a hell no. Dimna. Now, if that was a lower level defensive structure, I might attempt it. But since we got 985 points of go frel yourself, we're just going to say no for that. Vestoon. Aha. Defense. I want to have a defense and a shield though. So I want to, because the problem I was seeing was that the shield was actually attacking. And that might be because shields were being loaded up as defenses or whatever. But I'd like to just try one that has both. One problem for shields that I've foreseen that I'll have to figure out how to deal with is that if the planet has more than 2 shields, then you'll never get a chance to actually attack it because the shields will just keep cycling over each other as you take them out, even if you can take them out in one hit. By the time the second turn rolls around, one of the 3 or more shields will have regenerated by then. So I'm thinking of maybe adding a longer recharge time based on how many shields a planet has, or maybe increasing the recharge time per the actual shield itself, and adding that in as a table value instead of being hard-coded. For this though, no, because there's no defenses. How about LC, which is 12? I think I hit 2. But hey, that works. Kippa. Yep, let's go attack that thing. Oh, Frel. That's right, we have to select it. Forward retreat. I mean, I could fight it, but I don't want to fight ships. Now I gotta find another damn planet. Gaia, let's see what Gaia's like. Hey, here's another one. And damn it, we still got this problem. Now, where's it at? Oh. Ah. Okay. No, yeah, I see how it goes now. So S planets. And this should be SID. SPID, let's say. Alright, that should work now. But SPID isn't actually isn't represented here. SPID. You know what, screw it, we don't need that. We can just go with PID and use it for both. Huh, that's interesting. Else if shipping... Oh, shipping counter. I see, gotcha. That's for ship. Actually, if that's the case, that should actually be in further. That's strange. How'd that get so far out? Okay, so hopefully now, no more crashes. I'm just going to update this bug instead of creating a new one. Reopen. Resolve, fixed again. Now add any more time. Okay, resolved. So now, hopefully, it'll work. And all I have to do now is just load the data because I've already saved it. So continue. There's not really much I can do to speed this up because what's happening is these are each individual statements that are being run, and you can't really get any more basic than that in terms of how the SQLite code is actually processed. Slapping begin transactions around the code blocks for this loading process isn't going to yield the same speed up as it did for saving. In fact, I doubt there'd be any change at all. Because of the saving, we're actually looping through and doing multiple queries within one transaction. Before, it was having to create the transaction for each one it was going through and doing. With this one, we're just doing one transaction at a time, not in a row. It's doing a query, going out, closing the database, reopening it, doing another query, and so on and so forth. And that's where the slowness kind of comes in from that. It has to get the data from the table, and then it has to go through the vector we have with that data, and go through and close the database connection to the save file and open the database connection, a database connection to the database file for each one it goes through. So it's a really kind of more intensive process. So we're back here again, and we're going to be searching for a new planet. So let's try Gone. And yeah, I don't think so. How about Nadrir? Hell no. Definitely not. Boethius. Or Boethius. And I hit 779, but hey. It has no defenses. And it's a frigging EKS 5 rated planet and has no defenses. That will almost never ever happen. Ryson. Lower, no defenses. June. No defense but no shields. Gotta find just the right one. Fists. No shields. And it was an Earth Alliance planet. I don't think so. Jufree's got too much stuff. Hell. Hell will... You know, if I go there, I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me by that 350mm cannon there. So, I'm going to say no. Aquilis. No. There's a lot of them that don't have any bloody planet defenses. It's amazing. Either not any or too many. Can't find just the right planet that has both defense and shields that I can deal with. Ratu. Yeah, we can deal with that. I've dealt with the Yamatos before. So, damn it. Now what? Okay, no, yeah, see, there's the other half of that problem that I blissfully just ignored. Said, you know what, that doesn't matter, it won't be any problem. And what to do? It farts in my face. The problem is that we're using the actual ID instead of the player choice here. So what we're returning is the planet ID for this, yes, instead of the player choice like here. And that's what the problem is. So we gotta go back to P-choice. I have no clue why I did that. It probably was changed because of something down here that I did. No, I didn't change anything down there, so I don't know why that was like that. You'll have to ask Jeebus, the internet's god, because I have no effing clue. Maybe I changed it during one of my all-nighters when I had some serious sleep deprivation going. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Okay, so that should fix it. I'm not going to re-update that thing for it because it all just fits into that category anyway, so... Category of I frelled up and a story. So let's go ahead and reload it again. This is the other fun thing about writing code and all that, is that when you add things, you have about a 60% chance of putting something in that's going to cause something else to break that was working before. Because what you put in probably changed something because you realized you need to change it to make it work right, and it works right because that's how it would work with the actual code. But you had changed it to that particular way because the code you'd added before required you to do it that way, and so now you've broken that other code that you put in 2 times ago. that pretty much sums up what's been going on the past week and a half or so. It's just been a whole thing. Let's see, Midgard? Hell no. Slideshow. Nope. And there's that blank planet again. I have not figured out how to get rid of it yet. But I've tried getting rid of it, and it just does not want to go away. I think what's going on is there's something in the... There's an entry somewhere in the SQL database that's not returning properly. But then, if that was the case, it'd actually crash. True. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Mundus? Nope. I don't think so. Those Delta Fives are a bitch. Gusk. That's one of our planets, though, so now. Don't want to attack any of my... Although it wouldn't really matter, because I haven't implemented the code that actually subtracts from your relations yet when you take certain actions. So I could attack those planets, but I'm not going to. Fun. Fang Rage Alpha. I've dealt with... Well, there's also 10 centimeter that cannon. So, no. It was just the Fang Rage Alpha and another shield, you know, would have been fine. Made. So we got the basic planetary defense and damn, no shields though. Truler. Or some weird name I can't even freaking pronounce. Nothing. Vega. Oh no. EO, let's see what we got for EO. Wow. Yeah, I don't think so. Delta Wave 5. Again, things hurt like hell. Yes, yes. Awesome. Perfect. And yes. We're into the planet battle. Okay, now. So here we are. And it is stuck. Whoop-de-damn-do. So where are we stuck at? Let's go ahead and break it. And we'll walk backwards in the code here. So, we ended up here, and then everything goes to hell. So there's no battle participants. Well, that's probably why everything went to hell. There's your problem, right there. So what the hell's going on? And again, it's probably related to these changes that I made. Somehow, some way. So what we need to do is essentially this. Just need to put a bunch of these in so we can track what's going on in here. Alright, now we need to find the... Let's go back to this. I need to find the planet ID 115. Let's double check that. Let's see, close this. So, yeah, build 4. Generated planets 115. Is Rye. Or no, that's not right. So 115 minus 1 though is Sloot. Or whatever the hell this thing is. Because that would mean it'd be Skloot. It'd be this one, 114. Or no, that's yeah, never mind, it is this, because it's 114 in the G planets, right, because it's 0 indexed. Duh. Facepalm. Okay, so yeah, so that is correct. So what we'll do is what I did before, which was essentially we'll just kill that and this, and instead we're just going to go directly to the planet. So we can test this out. PID equals 115. This is how I was doing it before when I was testing the planet battle before. Alright, let's go ahead and restart. It'll rebuild the changes, and we're going to continue. It's got to be those changes I made to the to that function. Probably shouldn't have made them. We'll see what happens there. Okay. So allies is 0. Hostiles should be. I guess so right off the bat there's something wrong here. Hostiles should be 1 because we have 1. Well, that's interesting. G planet is 115 Rye. P shield. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that said basic planetary defense. It's basic planetary shield. Well, it's still fine because before shields were attacking, so we'll be able to see what's going on. The problem was that, for whatever reason, the player wasn't getting added. So I wasn't getting added, so I wasn't actually able to attack, and thus the game was hanging because there was nothing in the battle participants vector to actually operate off of. So, yeah, look at that. It just skips right on by it. So if I is less than battle participants, which is 0. So there's the problem. The problem is that we're using I for that instead of I2. So let's switch it over to I instead of I2, or I2 instead of I. And that should fix the problem there. I don't know why we're doing it that way for. What my reasoning was for that, other than being a total dumbass. Or again, sleep deprived, but that should work now. Okay, and we need to find another planet because that one doesn't have any defenses. Although I said it wouldn't matter, didn't I? So we'll go ahead and see what happens. Rebuild. And continue. Or rather load. Okay. One other thing I did though, I think you might have noticed it already when you look at the menu, was I changed the menu around a bit. We have now an option to search for ships, which is now 4, and then 5 is to the ship stats instead of 3 being it, and 7 is save game. Well, the ones that are currently not being shown are 3 and 6. 3 is going to be for mining asteroids. You're going to be able to go look for an asteroid to mine. And right now 6 is disabled because, or no wait, 6 is something else. It's 8 that's loading the game because of when you load the game from inside of the game, or when the game's already running, if you load the game, you have to clear all the vectors out before you load any data in. Otherwise, you put everything out of bounds. And I haven't done anything to actually allow that to happen yet, so. Quadrat Denim Stratum have to disable it because of all the crashes it caused, and was causing. So let's go to 1. Now, good. We should now have ourselves the ability to attack. And the shields are not attacking anymore. Hurrah! Okay, so that's been fixed. God, that was insane. I was having a kind of a moment of like, what the frilling Hesmana is going on here? So WTFH, which actually stands for what it would stand for if it wasn't in Farscapeese, we'll call it. Because I thought that, I don't know, I thought the entire program was just falling apart at the seams at that point. Entire game. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. So that was, so I fixed that. We got the loop going again now. So Planet Battle should be back to being fine. What we need to do now is to take out the changes we made to main. Re-enable all this stuff. Let's see. I will make a new bug report for this because this is different. This is different from that other one. So Hang during a planet battle. Five, 3, general, always. Specify milestone will be 4, priority will be normal, well, high. Severity, high, anticipate time to fix, we'll call it an hour. Since there are no minutes yet. I have no clue why they didn't add minutes in for. It just seems so ridiculous. Why wouldn't you put minutes in? And resolve. Fixed and resolved. Yes, 1 hour. I believe ganked is the actual official term for getting your ass handed to you. So, resolve it. Hang during planet battle. That should have been sometimes, not all the time. That's fine. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. In the scheme of things. Topic title, bug number 90. Big, yes. Big number 90. Fixed. Hang during planet battle. Post. Alright. So, now, let me get rid of that. Alright, so the menu options that, let's see. That's going to be message proc. Let's go to, yeah, so look for asteroid, crew status, and then load game are the ones that are disabled right now. I'm actually going to be working on this tonight, while we're working on this. But first we're going to go to the station, and we're going to do some testing. Let me go over to my save file real quick. I'm going to cheat in some resources so I can do stuff. Player, data, to edit the record. So I'm going to give myself some kills here, 10 kills there, 2 there. Let's see, my CEXP, let's say, is 3450. Let's see, Zarn will be 15,000. Let's see, I'll give myself 7,500 of that. 600 platinum, nothing, uranium. plutonium. And I don't think we'll need nuclear waste, but I'll give myself some anyway. And we're good. Okay. So let's go ahead and load up, and then go to a station. So what we're going to be testing now is the I'm going to be retesting the installation process, so you can see what's going on with that. See it actually working. Actually, it's at 0. Ship status and 4. Finally fixed this problem here. What will happen now is that this will show all the... Interesting. So I actually have all the spaces filled on this thing. I may just be going right into storage now, which is fine. I wanted to test that anyway, but weapon, no, ship data. Yep, only has 1 for each. Wow. This sweet, got some more kitty coin. 5,600 to be exact. That brings me up to a total of about, yeah. 206, I'll say 207, 3,000 or so. Cool. And if this even gets close to the price of like a tenth of Bitcoin, I'd still be making several tens of thousands of dollars off of that. But I don't think Kitty Coin's going to go that high. It may go twice the price of Dogecoin. When Dogecoin will probably go up to maybe $1 a coin. Maybe. That's probably, it's going to be its highest high peak if possible. More likely it'll be probably around the 10 to 20 cents range, but Kitty Coin will probably go around to where either where Dogecoin's at right now, or maybe twice it, which is about something like 1,000 per $1. So maybe 1,000 per 1 or 1,000 per 2. But even with, you know, so $100,000 would be, or 100,000 coins would be worth $1,000, I think, at that point. Of course, they could always, you know, go up to Doge, which would be more profitable. But so yeah, I guess we'll be testing the storage. So the problem with that is we don't actually have the weight. Yeah, the amount of space that items will be taking up. So we need to do that first, and we need to modify the all the code for that too. So let's just go ahead and exit, and we'll deal with that later. Let's go over to our database here. Alright, weapon data, design. So we got the mass here, but that's not what's going to be used. We got a new one called Space, I guess. And this will just be the... If I really wanted to rip off people, I could call it 3M cubed, or MC cubed or something. Or M cubed. Which I think this is meters cubed, but no, we'll call it, I guess we can call it weight. We'll call it, we'll call it SM squared, SETI meters, which is not even a word, SETI. Well, it is, but it's an abbreviation for Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, I think, SETI. But in this case, it's going to be a fictional unit of measurement. So, SM... I don't even know if... well... No, it's not, let's just use a 2 there instead of a symbol, because I don't want to have to deal with the craziness that might cause. So SM2, which is going to be a float. And essentially it's going to be the amount of space that the item will take up in your station inventory or ship inventory. Let's see, okay. And we're going to put that above the cost, so that'll become number 14, or 13. Oh. Duh. Forgot way to do it that way. Okay, so it's in. We need to add in the information now. So, I just need to kind of add in some base stuff here. I'd rather do it with just the text editor. Or crap, not that, the field editor. Yeah, there we go. So we're just going to do some basic stuff here. It's not going to be... Essentially, SETI meter will be equal to, let's say, 3 tons or something. And so squared is going to be 9 tons. So essentially 1 unit of SM2 is 9 tons. And you can have up to, with the default, 1000 SM2. SM squared. So you can do the math on that. So 0.85. 0.82. And yes, I'm just going through and putting in just random crap. It doesn't really have any bearing on the description or anything, although eventually I probably will go back there and do them based on the description. Alright, into cruisers now. So we'll be going up a little bit more, 1.3. 1.2. 1.8. 1. I think tonight we'll also get into a little bit more of the, working on that trailer song. I've been doing a little bit more work on it recently, and kind of making a little bit more breakthrough type strides with it, but it's slow going and hard. It's a hard, slow going slog, essentially. Because what you're doing is you're essentially trying to recreate something just by listening to a file. Just by listening to the music itself, and that's always going to be just crazy difficult. battlecruiser weapons. We'll go ahead and add a little more exponentially now. So just going up 1 per section. Oh wow, I got it down here. I was wondering where that 1.3 went to. Somehow it got sent down there. Change that to a 7.4. Oh wait, we're up to Titans now. So Titans will be 15 or 14.3, 16.8, and 25. For that one. So back down to frigates, and we're doing missiles now, I believe. Eventually what's going to happen is that these missiles here will actually get switched over to equipment data as being items, and we'll have missile launchers here instead. That's going to be a change that will be made during probably 0.8 or 0.9. Once you start getting closer to the creation of the 3D version of the game. So, back down to frigates. With missiles, we go a little bit lower though, because it's just essentially just the fuselage and the missile itself. There's no extra materials needed, like with the lasers up there. You're essentially it's essentially a huge, essentially. Laser looking like kind of thing, whereas missiles are just having little missiles, no launcher for them. So essentially it's a little bit of a logical continuity error there. You're using missiles, but you have no missile launcher. Actually just sticking them out the window and lighting the rockets with a lighter or something, even though there's no oxygen in space. I guess it's you're using the oxygen from your ship or something, I don't know. It's just a logic fail for sure. So 0.50, 0.47, 0.41, 0.78, 0.99, well that's a little too much, go 7.9, 0.72, 0.74, 0.80, 0. Nothing, it's supposed to be up here, and 0.88, well let's go 7.7. 0.95, 0.92, 8.8, 0.88, not 8.8, what the hell, that'd be way too much. 0.8993, and then 0.95. Battle cruiser. 1.02, 1.05, oh 8 I guess. That'll be 1.05, 0.99, and 1.1. 2.4. 2.3, 2.8, 2.6, 2.25, 2.9, 2.4, 2.2, and 20. Really gets annoying when we get these huge long descriptions, because then you gotta deal with scrolling through a bunch of stuff. Actually, should we go higher with these? And then 4.3. Motherships. 6.8. 6.4. 7.3. I guess 4, I guess. Instead of 3. This one will be 6.2. We'll go 5.3 on this one. 6.9. 7.0. 6.5, 6.9, how about 8 instead? That'll be 6.6. Titans. Alright, 10.8. 10.4. And this will be per missile, so you'll have like 10 missiles will essentially take up 100 units of SM2. Let's see. 10, 7. God, I got tons of Titan missiles. It's crazy. Alright, finally we get to the last one. Which will be 12.6. So, on to bombs. Alright, bombs will be a little more scattered in their sizes. Since there's not that many of them. That's another thing I'll be doing. I'll be adding more bombs in as well for this next update or build release. I think we just went 1. No, more than that, went 2. Alright, so we want to go 1.08, 1.12, 1.18, 1.3, 1.2, 1.9, 1.4, 3.8, 3.4, 9. And of course we have no bombs for command ships or motherships. 0 on that one. Same with bomb holds, with bombs. The bombs will become items that you just buy, and they become usable items, essentially. Whereas with lasers, you're using energy from your power core. Railguns and railguns will use essentially the projectile weapons, so they will use ammunition as well. And heavy weapons will also be energy based, so those will just drain from your energy core. Alright, so that's added in all that for all the items, hopefully. Let's do a quick skim through here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Of course, if we did miss something, I'm pretty damn sure the game will let me know by a huge bloody crash. But that's only after we update the code now. So I want to go to first the data placeholder. And for weapons, we want to add a new... we should actually add it for ships too, shouldn't we? Sure, and the other items as well. So I guess we're not quite done yet. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording while I'm doing this, so I'm not wasting time recording. And then we will get back to recording once I have this, the stuff for ships, and also the stuff done for the equipment data as well. So, we'll be right, well, I mean not right back, it'll seem like I'll be right back, but it'll probably be 15 and 20 minutes. Maybe a little less.